Have you ever wondered how the world's largest economy, the United States, plans to counter the rising power of China? This question is not only a matter of curiosity, but also a significant concern for anyone interested in the global power dynamics. Firstly, let's take a step back and delve into the historical context of this rivalry. The United States, as an established power, has been the leading global force for the better part of the last century, shaping the world order, leading technological revolutions, and setting economic trends. For decades, it has enjoyed unrivaled dominance, but the sands of time are shifting. Enter China. Once a sleeping giant, it has now awakened and is rapidly staking its claim on the global stage. This rising power has been making leaps and bounds in economic growth, military might, and technological advancements. It's no longer a question of if, but when China will challenge the supremacy of the United States. This brings us to our main point of discussion, the concept of a rising power and an established power. The dynamic between these two entities is one of the most fascinating aspects of international relations. The established power, in this case, the United States, must find ways to maintain its position, while the rising power, China, is keen on claiming its share of influence and control. So, how does the United States plan to counter this rising tide? A crucial part of understanding this is recognizing that it's not just about military might or economic prowess. It's a multifaceted strategy involving trade policies, alliances, technological supremacy, and the subtle art of diplomacy. Understanding the United States' strategies against China's rise is essential not just for political enthusiasts, but for anyone keen on comprehending the future direction of our world. It's a complex and intricate dance of power, with each move calculated and every step significant. To fully comprehend this intricate dance of power, we must first delve into the strategies employed by the USA. Let's dive deeper into this in our next segment. In the beginning, it was all about economics. The United States, recognizing the rise of China as a potential superpower, initially sought to contain its growth through a series of economic measures. These measures were as diverse as they were targeted, ranging from trade policies to tariffs and even sanctions. Firstly, let's talk about trade policies. The United States has always been a champion of free trade, a system that allows goods and services to move across borders without restrictions. However, when it came to China, the US took a more cautious approach. It sought to limit the import of certain Chinese goods, especially those in sectors where the US felt it had a competitive advantage. This was done with the intent to protect domestic industries and jobs, while also trying to slow down China's economic momentum. Then, there were the tariffs. Tariffs, simply put, are taxes imposed on imported goods. In the past decade, the US has slapped hefty tariffs on a wide range of Chinese products, from steel to electronics. These tariffs were aimed at making Chinese goods more expensive and less attractive to American consumers. The idea was to discourage reliance on Chinese imports and inspire a shift towards locally produced goods or imports from other countries. Finally, we can't forget about sanctions. Sanctions are penalties imposed by one country on another, often in the form of trade restrictions or bans. The US has used sanctions against China to express disapproval over certain actions and to try to change China's behavior on the global stage. These sanctions have targeted everything from Chinese companies to high-ranking officials. These economic measures were the first line of defense in the US's strategy to contain China. They aimed to curb China's economic growth and influence, and to some extent, they have succeeded. However, they have also led to a series of retaliatory measures from China, setting the stage for a protracted economic war. But the economic battlefield was just the beginning. Beyond economics, military might and alliances form the backbone of international power politics. As the United States shifts its gaze to the east, the Pacific waters are churning with geopolitical strategies and power plays. This so-called pivot to Asia is not just a diplomatic maneuver, but a military one, signaling Washington's intent to contain the dragon that is China. The United States, the globe's long-standing superpower, is not taking China's military expansion lying down. Instead, it's countering with a three-pronged approach. The first prong is the bolstering of American military presence in the Asia-Pacific region. From deploying more troops to establishing new military bases, the United States is leaving no stone unturned to ensure its footprint is felt across the vast Pacific expanse. The second prong is the strengthening of alliances. The United States is dusting off old friendships and forging new ones, all in a bid to create a strong network of alliances that can act as a bulwark against China's military ambitions. The Quad, an alliance consisting of the United States, Japan, Australia, and India, is one such example. This Indo-Pacific coalition is seen as a crucial counterweight to China's growing influence in the region. The third prong is a focus on military innovation. The United States is investing billions into cutting-edge technology, from unmanned drones to artificial intelligence, to maintain its military edge. It's a high-stakes race, with the United States banking on its technological prowess to stay ahead of the curve. These strategies seek to construct a formidable barrier around China, limiting its military reach and curbing its burgeoning power. However, it's important to note that these are not aggressive moves, but defensive ones. The United States is playing a game of chess, making calculated moves to protect its interests and those of its allies. Yet, in the face of these strategies, China continued to rise. Despite the formidable opposition, the Middle Kingdom's ascent seems unstoppable, raising questions about the future of global power dynamics. In the digital age, technology has become the new frontier of global competition. The United States, aware of the crucial role of technology in shaping the future, has been implementing strategic measures to contain China's rapid technological advancement. One of the most prominent strategies is the imposition of restrictions on Chinese tech companies. By invoking national security concerns, the United States has limited the operations of several Chinese tech giants on its soil. This approach not only hinders China's tech expansion, but also sends a clear message to the world about the potential risks associated with Chinese technology. Simultaneously, the United States has been fueling its own technological innovation. With a robust ecosystem of universities, startups, and established companies, the nation is investing heavily in research and development. It's an orchestrated effort to stay ahead in the global tech race and ensure that American technology continues to set the global standard. But the battle doesn't stop at innovation alone. The United States is also pursuing cyber dominance. By bolstering its cyber capabilities, it aims to protect its own digital infrastructure while keeping an eye on potential threats. This pursuit of cyber dominance is not just about defense. It's also about maintaining the power to shape the digital landscape according to American interests. The United States strategies are multifaceted, encompassing not just the physical realm of technology production, but also the virtual world of cyber operations. Each move is calculated and deliberate, designed to limit China's technological progression and maintain America's own technological superiority. It's a dance of power, a complicated ballet of innovation and control, where each step is taken with the aim of maintaining or gaining an upper hand. This dance is set to continue, as neither the United States nor China shows any sign of backing down. As we move forward, the technological tug-of-war between these two powerhouses continues to intensify. The USA's strategies against China's rise are as complex as they are multifaceted. We've explored the intricate tapestry of power politics, where the economic chessboard takes center stage. From trade tariffs to financial sanctions, the economic measures employed by the USA are a testament to the seriousness of this power play. We delved into the realm of military might, where alliances are being forged and fortified. The USA continues to flex its military muscles with an eye on the ever-expanding Chinese military capabilities. Our journey then took us to the technological battlefield, where the USA and China vie for supremacy. This technological tug-of-war is not just about innovation, it's about influence and control. It's evident that this power struggle is far from over. It's a complex dance of strategy and counter-strategy, of action and reaction. As we witness this global power shift, one thing remains certain. The USA and China's strategic dance will continue to shape our world in unprecedented ways.